Ruger SR22 Magazine Disassembly Cleaning and Inspection. Anytime you clean your Ruger SR22, you also want to give a little attention to the magazines. Magazines are one of the most common causes of malfunctions in a semi-automatic handgun. So first we're going to inspect the magazine, then we're going to disassemble it if necessary and clean it up, reassemble it, and then we're going to test it to make sure it's functioning. I'm going to use some A-Zoom dummy rounds here to test the function of the magazine. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you want to do is just visually inspect the magazine. Check for damage, dents, dings. Make sure there isn't any dirt or gravel that has gotten inside your magazine after a day at the range. So if you find that you need to take your magazine apart because it's dirty or there's some gravel inside or it just doesn't seem to be working well, all you need to do is take the magazine, get a pin punch or something like this. Even a cotton swab would probably work. Press down in the bottom here, there's a pin. Just press it down a little bit and you'll be able to push the base plate or floor plate right off of the magazine. Now before you do this, you're going to want to get some eye protection because there is a spring here, and as soon as you pop this off, it's going to want to throw things at you. Put your thumb over top, pull the floor plate or base plate off, and you see you got some spring action here. So this is called the spring seat. Then your spring pulls right out, and then now you can slide the follower to the bottom, and this little button on the side, it's only on one side, that's going to pop out once you align it with this hole at the bottom, and then the follower will come out all the way. So all we need to do now, if your magazine is dirty, just wipe all the pieces down with a cloth. If it's really, really dirty, you can use a little original gun oil or some kind of a CLP that is not, I would not use a harsh cleaner, just a gun oil or something like that, because you don't want to put anything in here that might rust the inside of your magazines later. So a strong solvent is probably not advised. Just wipe every piece down with or without the oil. If you use oil, make sure you wipe it all off at the end. All right, what I like to do to get the inside of any magazine, just kind of push a rag through there a couple of times, and that'll clean the inside and pull out any dirt or gravel that has gotten in there. And then next we want to reassemble. Okay, to put the magazine back together, this is the front of the magazine, and your follower is going to go in like this. Line up the hole in the follower with this round hole at the bottom here. Alright, so now you want to put your magazine button in. It can go in either side depending on how you like it, but it goes in this way. So it goes in like that. Alright, now you can put your finger on that to kind of hold things in place. Then your magazine spring goes on this pin right here, and then you can use the spring to kind of push everything up. Okay, and now I'm going to turn it over. They call this the spring seat. Goes in like this, and be very careful pressing this in here, because if you let go, that thing's going to launch across the room. Alright, then hold it down with your thumb. Get your base plate or your floor plate. Make sure this is the front of the magazine. Alright, and line that up. Slide it on like that. The notches in the slots there, and of course you can't get it past this pin until you push this pin down. So just push it down a little bit, slide this on, and it'll click in place. And then you won't be able to pull that off. Now if it doesn't click in place, it's probably that plastic piece is crooked. So you can just get in here with a pin punch or something and kind of fiddle with it until it pops into place, or you can just take it off and try again. Alright, so now you have the magazine put back together. Make sure it feels right, that it's nice and smooth up and down. Now what I like to do is load a few dummy rounds in there, these A-Zoom snap caps. I will put 5 dummy rounds into the magazine. Then I will verify that my Ruger SR22 does not have any live rounds in it, or any rounds at all. I'll insert the dummy rounds into it. And now I'm just going to simulate firing the gun by racking the slide briskly 5 times, and each time I rack the slide, one of the dummy rounds should be ejected from the gun, and after the 5th time the slide should lock back because the magazine will be empty at that point. So we want to take it off of safe, and we're going to simulate firing the gun. Alright, that worked perfectly, and now I'm confident my magazines are great and my firearm is working properly. If you found this video helpful, please hit like below, please subscribe, and please check out the description and maybe pick up some dummy rounds of your own. Thanks for watching.